And the Seminoles will kick it away first. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. You think the fans are ready for this one? The booth's shaking underneath us, guys. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. They'll run play action. Grabbed behind the line. It's Hudson. And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the first down.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So then getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Trying to burn this defensive back. Brings it down on the right side. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. Love what they did there, putting the big fella in the slot, letting him use his ability to get downfield and create some space and find the soft spot in the zone.
No doubt. You got the big fella in the slot, so you get your matchup. You know it's zone coverage. You know you can put it up out there and let him go make a play. That is a recipe for success, finding that matchup and exploiting it.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. It's Reed. Gets it out quickly. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Really good job by the defense being disciplined. They sneak the running back out. You see it. Keep outside leverage and go make us tackle in space on a guy that's used to breaking tackles, used to making plays.
They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on 3rd down at the dope. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete to the left. Got some room headed to the goal line. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
And the Sooners will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Looks as if he's going to run it. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal.
That first drive by the offense, usually script the first 10 plays. Well, I had one extra. It only took 9. Great job moving down the field, stringing plays that look like other plays together, and getting this opening drive touchdown.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
And stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. The offense changing the play. Dropping back, it's Applewhite. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. At the 45 on his way. Flying down the left side. Touchdown, Florida State. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. Looking for the tie with the extra point.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
From their own 25-yard line. From the gun, the running back has it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all right after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Thomas. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. I know you want to keep the ball away from the other offense, but going for it inside your own 40? On 4th down, looking to pass. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. They trip him up, but not before he has a huge gain and sends a bolt of momentum into the second quarter. First play of the period, first down here. From the gun. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. operating in the red zone here on second down. The give to the tailback. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
And you know what? The best third down offense is don't get to third down. Really good job by the offense running the football. You could tell the defense got caught a little bit off guard. Got a nice gain, popped one, got a first down. Who needs third downs if you can just pound it down their throat on second down?
They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Pocket breaking down. Pressure's there, and he lets it go.
That's a heads-up decision by the quarterback there. You want to throw a touchdown, but if it's not there, just throw it away, and now we got third.
Third and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. Running back searching for a hole. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
But after getting stuffed on that run, you now got fourth down. I'm not into chasing points this early in the game. I think you just take the field goal, you try to pay this drive off and this opportunity to put something on.
Well, and nowadays you have these analytical cards, and the coaches, they literally look at every situation. Is it more advantageous to go for it or kick it? That's how they'll make this decision.
On a surefire field goal attempt, they'd better pay it off with 6. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Sure, they could take the lead with a short field goal here, but this close to the end zone, you want to try to score a touchdown. That's what they'll do on 4th. Incomplete pass, and the defense comes up big, and they take over.
That is a great job by this defense, coming up big on 4th down when it matters the most. You could tell they were dialed in. They knew they were going to throw the football. The defense was locked in on the quarterback. Great job defending the pass, forcing the incompletion on 4th down.
Looking to throw, it's Applewhite. Punts it out of the air. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. What a great job they've done in Big Ten play up to this point, and you see them now feeling as if they can accomplish something big.
No doubt, Reese, and I think it's a great start to the season. Like, again, you have goals and you have midpoints to the season where you're at right now. This is where you wanted to be. You wanted to be in the mix in one of the best conferences in all of college football, and Jesse, they're doing that in the Big Ten.
Yeah, they've been able to handle the stage and handle the pressure. With every win, that makes the next game that much bigger, and they've shown up on big stages on national television, and they've been able to deliver. This game, though, is the biggest yet. If they keep on the pace they're at, they're going to be playing for a Big Ten championship.
Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. They finally get to him, and what a play there to pick up the first down.
There's a reason 3rd down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at 3rd down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
The Seminoles will snap it on 1st and 10. He might want another play. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking to throw on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Yoder. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
The Noles can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back to pass. Gonna let it fly. Gets it inside the 15. Touchdown Seminoles. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
Sometimes it's players, not plays, or sometimes it's both. And when you got that guy and you put him in the slot and you let him burn for a go route right past a nickel corner or one of the reserve corners or a safety, that's a great job by the offense, and that speed you can't teach, and that's why he's in the house for 6.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Big Ten action today. A couple of teams who have had this game circled on the calendar for some time. LSU delivered the type of thrashing generally reserved for homecoming games in Baton Rouge. Thing is, this was a road victory, and a win like this is going to resonate throughout the SEC. Iron sharpens iron, and you just know a Big Ten matchup like this is going to go a long way in telling the story of each of these teams' seasons.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. From the gun, running back gets the give. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to throw, it's Reed. Right down the middle. Finds a man on the left. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the 1st down. They'll try to get it off quickly. Under fire. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Catch in the middle. It's Washington. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. They just keep firing. Fires to the tight end. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. 3rd and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, 1st down.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Unloads to the right. With the catch, it's Robinson. He's down at the 23-yard line. It's a 1st down, and they've got to show this urgency.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Looking downfield, it's Reed. Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
And I love it. Trust your passing game. Trust your quarterback because you know he can execute. You have confidence in him, and that is the way you finish a 1st half, and now you got a chance to tie this football game up.
And he tacks on the extra point. You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Might be changing the route. Going right to work up top. Catch in the middle, it's Gibson. Gets it to the 37, clock stops to move the chains. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for one or two more plays. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking to throw on first down. The short hands, it's Gibson. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. One more play before the teams head to the locker room. Looking for a man, it's Applewhite. Starts to scramble to the left. Fires toward the end zone. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Sooners will kick it off to start the second half. And he's not going to take the touchback. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Paul? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Rides the back on the option, the give. Get him on the ground after a 4-yard run out to the 31.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Looking to fire. Got it in the middle, it's Gibson. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
This receiver is such a weapon, and he has so much speed, and he can generate explosive plays for your offense, not just running go routes and post routes, but how about throwing him the drag, letting him catch it, and use his speed to turn it upfield.
Quarterback may change this route. Back to throw, it's Applewhite. Shoots it to the left. Makes the grab. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. Anytime a wide receiver makes a big play like that, images of Peter Warrick start flashing in Seminoles' heads.
And, man, just that time, that era with Bobby Bowden and those offenses, you just think about high-flying, every position, game breakers, and I think of swag, Reese. Just guys that I know I could throw to the outside that had swag, that could take it to the house, make big plays.
Wants to throw on first down. Makes the grab. It's Davis. He'll pick up a few before being knocked out of bounds at the 31.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting him the football, letting them get some positive yards.
The Seminoles with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Gonna look downfield again. Oh, they're after him. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And that's where they'll mark him, but a very productive play, and they'll move the chains.
You run the slant route day one, and this is something that the quarterback and the wide receiver has done 100 million times out there on the field in the offseason. I see man-to-man coverage. I know I can run the slant. Boom, stick my foot in the ground, throw it, completion to my wide receiver.
They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Grabbed in the middle. It's Gibson. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Now it's second and goal. Wide receiver going in motion. Tries again to get it in. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Third and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. Starting to feel a little pressure. He'll just throw it away, and it'll be fourth down.
Really nice job by the defense. Third and short, the whole menu's open, but they were ready. They saw the pass coming, tight coverage in the back end, and the quarterback had no choice but to throw the football away.
Now on fourth down, they'll settle for a field goal try. Right down the boulevard. And with that, they've taken the lead.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
Stopped at the 26, brought it out of the end zone, picked up an extra yard. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. The inside handoff. Get him on the ground after a 4-yard run out to the 31.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Leaves it with the back. Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
And he tries to get away, but he cannot. He's taken down. He'll lose a couple. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs.
I love when defenses are smart enough to swat the ball down. Don't go for the pick, especially on fourth down. They knock it down. You get the ball anyways. Nice job by the defender.
Looking to pass. It's Applewhite. With the catch, it's Davis. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the third quarter stats. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Wants to adjust the pattern. Wants to go up top. Buys a little time. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be third down. The Seminoles come to the line on third and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They'll try to get the first through the air. Snagged in the middle. It's Yoder. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to third down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
Quickly complete. And he'll hold it and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Noles!
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a two-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up. Getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. So here comes the Oklahoma offense. They're in a precarious spot here. That lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5.
Really nice first down run, and you're seeing why this running back is an every down type. He can run between the tackles, he can run outside, he can catch the football, he can block. This guy can do it all.
The Sooners can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to throw. It's Reed. Caught near the sticks. It's Welch. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down. And the Sooners racing to the line in the hurry-up.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Well, the defense didn't get caught napping there in this situation. You know they have to stay alert for the deep ball.
Yeah, so what defense am I going to call? I'm going to keep some DBs back deep.
Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab.
Hey, down in the fourth quarter, you better have a dude at the quarterback spot. They do, and they're going to trust him, and he's going to have to continue to deliver like this, making plays down the field, protecting the football, but we know he has the ability.
This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down.
Man, you got to like these last two plays by this offense. You understand, you're in a deficit. You've got to score multiple times to get back in this football game. Nice job pushing the ball down the field, making explosive plays. They're going to need more of it, and they're going to need it fast.
Quarterback keeps it. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Sooners!
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
Now they'll try to get another possession with an onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They'll run it. They want to take their time here.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we've got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
Trying play action. Here comes the heat. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Making side adjustments here. To throw, it's Applewhite. Fires to the right. He makes the catch. Touchdown, Florida State. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
And man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the 4th quarter, everything going in their direction.
He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Just a Baryshnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the first down. The Sooners in the hurry-up. Good start to this drive, and they'll need much, much more if they're going to give them a finish.
They need a ton more of this, but you got to start the drives great. The first play needs to be really good. That was a good start. Now we got to keep building on it, and we got to do it in a hurry.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
The Sooners in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Scanning the field, it's Reed. Floating away. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
Well, the problem for this offense now late in the game, trailing by a bunch of points, is that the defense knows they're going to throw the football. And right now, offensively, they cannot protect the edge. You saw the speed coming from the outside. He was able to get to the quarterback for another negative play.
Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. They'll try to get it through the air. Here's the pressure. Got rid of it just in time.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
And after failing to get that fourth down, it is basically desperation point now. Their defense has to come up with a quick takeaway or at least get a fast 3 and out to give themselves a chance to crawl back into this one.
They'll leave it with him. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Ordinarily on 2nd and 10, you might look past, but here you just want to keep that clock moving. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Got the first down and more. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. Just inside the 30 at the 29, it's 1st and 10. He leaves it with the back. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
Man, that's the advantage of having a good coaching staff to teach these players in this type of situation with the lead late in the game. You want to stay in the field of play and keep the clock ticking. They do that after that nice run.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. The give to Davis. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17.
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing into the second level and getting a hat on the linebacker. That's why those types of plays are successful.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Guys, if you want to go strictly by the rankings, I guess this was an upset, but to my eyes, we saw two really good teams